Welcome back, friends, to another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnium video. Lidz 87 here, and today, guys, I wanted to try something new. I wanted to essentially talk about any of the upcoming events on Global when I don't do my overview videos. Speaking about that, guys, this won't be like my higher production video, like my Garland overview video with the whole After Effects, all that wonderful stuff. This is just me talking to you guys face to face or face to camera, but to you, the viewer, I'm going to be calling this Lidz Talks. We'll see how it goes. So again, it's not going to be one like my Garland overview video. It's just me talking. So if you guys don't like that format style, well, I'm very sorry to disappoint you guys, but I wanted to try something in between my overview videos because those kinds of videos, like it does take several hours to put together. I'm not trying to burn myself out. I do have a full-time job, work-life balance. I'm trying to keep that in check. This is my hobby, and I just wanted to still talk to you guys about any upcoming events or banners that are on the horizon when I have those off non-overview video weeks. So this is my first attempt. So at the end of the day, this will depend on you guys and on the community, how you guys take this. If you guys like it, hey, I will make an attempt to actually get these out to you guys. And if you guys don't like this kind of video, hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. If it's not taken well, then that'll be it. Plain and simple. But just my 2 cents of what the upcoming events and all that wonderful stuff. So, all right, guys. So, first things first, my Garland overview video. I have received a lot of positive, positive feedback on that video, on the way it was presented. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I greatly appreciate all the positive feedback on that video. I truly do. Again, like it was really fun putting that video together. Geez, I was up till like, I swear it's like 4:30 a.m. that night because I really wanted to get it out. I was excited. I've been meaning to do character overview videos for quite a while already, but I just felt like I wasn't experienced enough. I wasn't ready yet, and I did want to do this for the start of the Chaos era. I am like, you know what? All right, let's do this. Let's do this now. Let's see how it goes. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. All right, guys. Again, I appreciate it. So next up for the next overview video, I am already planning on doing Ultimisia. I started writing that up, so hopefully this weekend I'll start getting I'll start editing the voice and all that wonderful stuff, and hopefully next week start recording the gameplay to put that guys together. So look for that before her event goes live. So up next on Global, we are getting Ultimate Leviathan. So at the time of recording this, Ultimate Leviathan is in a few days. So for this banner, here's the list of featured characters. This is from the Square Enix stream, and two of these characters will be getting EX weapons. One of them is returning, one of them is brand new. So the new one is for Krile, and the one that's returning is for Zell. Now, they're both going to be getting their awakenings, level 70 awakenings. The whole works. It's great. It's awesome. It's beautiful. Now, just to quickly go over what they do. Krile, she grants elemental weakness with the first skill, right? Plain and simple. What that means is if you hit a weakness with an element, you do more damage. Simple. Her second ability, it's a thunder-based attack. Yay. Now, again, she will be getting a new EX weapon, and I like what Krile's EX weapon does. So the main important thing to take from this is that she inflicts thunder resist down for 4 turns after the first HP attack, and she grants Radiance of the Earth Crystal to the party. And what this is it raises the party brave by 10% of total HP damage dealt with quick dual cast, which is the name of her EX ability, for 5 turns, alien enemy turns. This is pretty nice because you don't have to worry about essentially getting broken if you HP attack. If this is up and you decide to HP attack, and again, if you're not running, I can't say again, if you're not running Warrior of Light on the team, because with Warrior Light you don't have to worry about your Brave. There's a shield on your team, but with her, if you HP attack, and depending on the enemy, how hard they hit, you will get Brave back after your turn, in the enemy's turn. So this could potentially prevent the break, which is pretty damn sweet. I like it. So good luck if you guys do decide to go after Krile. Now for her, looking at her EX Plus, I want to say she should do fine at 0-3, But for her, actually, for supports, the fact that she can imperil her own element, I kind of want to say take her to, I want to say 2-3 would work out for her nicely. If you can, I'm looking at 3-3 because she does have a Brave Attack plus plus, and she has an HP Attack plus plus. Just having the Brave Attack plus plus and the HP Attack plus plus, if it's a good one, it makes units last a little bit longer in fights, especially since she's a Brave battery. It's just a nice way of getting rid of that Brave. So if you can't take her to 3-3 as a support, usually for supports, I say 0-3 can be good depending on the rest of their kit. In my own eyes, she actually deserves the 3-3. But if you guys are hurting on ingots, 0-3. If you guys can give up 1 or 2 ingots, 2-3. Because when the quest starts, fills EX gauge to max. So what that means when you start fighting trash waves, use your EX ability. You're gonna start getting Brave back. Just HP attack your way through the rest of the waves. If you have Cloud, use Cross Slash, then he gets his HP plus. Just there you go through the rest of the waves, and this will definitely help you guys save on your abilities. So, and the next unit that is on here is Hot Dog Boy, aka Zell. This guy and his hot dogs, I don't know, guys. So plain simple, punch rush, non-elemental, booyah. Second one, thunder melee. You guys are seeing this, right? Thunder melee, thunder, Krile, Zell. So they'll work well together, especially with Zell's booyah. So here's his EX weapon. Nothing special. After using it though, actually this is pretty special. After using his EX ability, his Brave Attack and HP Attack essentially upgrade into something else called Burning Combo, Meteor Combo. So it's essentially his upgraded versions of his regular skills, but now attached to his Brave and HP Attack. And it honestly, it just makes him last longer in fights. He's a pretty good melee unit, and he does have built-in debuffs. One of his main ones is defense down. It's not as awesome as Vanille's, but it's still a good amount. It's still a good amount. Now for him. Now what I like to say is for any melee DPS units, take him to 3-3. Take him to 3-3 because they will be your main source of damage. Again, DPS units, you want them hit as hard as possible. For him, 2-3 will work perfectly in my own opinion. But if you can, 3-3, I mean, deals 50% HP damage. If you know you're going to be facing a lot of enemies, like multiple enemies, which we will be seeing on the horizon with multiple bosses, especially like in FEODs. Well, it's called something different on... It's going to be called something different on Global. I'll get into that in a moment, where we usually fight multiple bosses. So, 2-3 for Zell. 2-3 for Zell will work fine. 3-3 DPSs is great, but for Zell, 2-3. Now, I did get asked this question if I could start including this in my videos going forward in regards to longevity for a unit, which it's fair that you guys want to know how long these units are going to last in the meta. Right now, for this early chaos stage era that we're in right now, let me pull up the map too. Now, right now, we're here, November, right? You guys can see the cursor. I want to say, all these units that we're getting right now, unless they are supports, because usually supports last longer in the meta, but if it's your normal DPS units, I would say longevity-wise, like 2 to 3 months. Once we get into February, like December is fine. End of January, like Rosa and Sabin, things start getting pretty damn good. But once we're in February, once Swobis comes out, we're supposed to get a change to the game. Now that change will be the elemental imperil change. So the way it's going to work is if you're hitting an elemental weakness, regardless if their damage type is resisted. So let's say your magic type. Let's say Crow, for example. Perfect example, all right? Let's say if a boss is resistant to magic, even though if you inflict Thunder Imperil down, you're still going to get resisted. Now what this change is, even if you hit that elemental weakness, in her case, if you hit that thunder weakness, you're going to be doing the full damage. And the fact that Swobes can imperil his own dark attacks, this guy's going to be a monster, guy. This guy's an absolute freaking beast when that happens. If we get it a little bit earlier, it will make Zell and Krile much more viable. Any unit that does imperil and has elemental attacks. Like Vincent, for example. If we get that sooner, he's going to be so viable. Now, once we reach February and March, that's when you can start replacing your earlier units. That's when I would start looking at, okay, so I have Cloud. All right, time to swap them out. Maybe I'll get 8. Maybe I will get Sephiroth. Sephiroth will hit harder. Maybe I will get Onion Knight down here because again, during this time will be the elemental imperil change, and Onion Knight can't imperil ice and enhance the party with ice once we get to that point, once he gets his EX plus. So just keep that in mind going forward, guys, with a lot of these earlier units. Again, like they're going to be fine for like 2-3 months. Once we get that elemental imperil change, if you can inflict or enhance a certain element, then units will be really viable again. They'll be useful, but of course, just the later ones, power creep, it's going to happen, guys. Now, there is one curveball to keep an eye out for. Now, and that's going to be Beatrix. We were now, according to her placement on Global, she was actually released right before Leon, and we got Leon's Lost Chapter already. They haven't said anything about Beatrix yet. Releasing her early with her Evolved EX weapon, she would be very, very powerful. So we might see her for the second anniversary, which will be in February, because that's when she was released into the game as a global first. But if we do see this elemental imperil change a little bit sooner, I have my hopes up. That'd be nice. Would it be very strong right now? Oh yeah, it'd be too strong at the moment, but this would be a beautiful combo. Beautiful combo. Now, in regards to this banner, I personally would value Krile over Zell, especially if you already have someone like Cloud, you have someone like Garland. Krile, the fact that she can imperil her own elements, her own thunder element, that means she can dish out her own damage unless she is resisted. If she is resisted, hey, screwed, right? You're pretty much screwed. But the fact that she can give the party some brave back, that's pretty damn sweet. She does not heal, so just keep that in mind going forward. Now, just so you guys can see for the ultimate Leviathan fight, hold on, there we go. So I pulled it up on my JP account. I went into the actual Leviathan trials, the ultimate one, and here's Chaos right here, just so you guys can see and start planning out your team compositions. So it does resist Int Brave. I know, can you guys? Yes, you can see that. So this left one is Int Brave, and it does resist Max Brave down. So any unit with, if you want to get the Int Brave down or Max Brave down, any unit with framed debuffs will work perfectly. The turn requirement is strict again, 65 turns. You guys are starting to see the pattern here now with Chaos's tougher, but with strict turn counts. Of course, units to bring, a Krile, Zell, it's their event. Any of the synergy units will help out as long as you pair them with a very strong unit. I was actually looking at videos before this just to get like a general idea. A lot of what you guys have been seeing already, any of the units that have been released. Cloud, Warrior of Light, Charlotta will work fine. So pretty much anyone that's up to date or recently should do okay for this event. Good luck. Let me know how you guys do on that. And also one thing to look out for Leviathan is when he does his recast, essentially his EX ability, and he does inflict a framed debuff that works as a sap. It's a hell of a sap. He really like drains and braves himself a lot with this sap. So just keep an eye out. If you have Charlotta with her, make sure her EX ability is up in case Leviathan's Brave gets out of control for that gravity effect, or someone who can like just rip through Leviathan's defense, especially near the end of the fight, as you guys have seen with the Colorless Queen, that the lower in health they are, the more defense they have. So good luck on that, guys. Good luck. Now with this, I am getting ahead of myself. I am getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I wanted to talk about the essentially global FEODs, which is called something else. Now, this information is available on the database, which is why I'm talking to you guys about it already. And here it is. It's after. Oh, it's actually at the same time. Ultimate. Oh my goodness! Wow. Okay, so we're right here, right? this campaign. Talk about that in a deuce. Lost chapter, Artemisia, 13 days. Good luck. Look forward to my video. And then same time as Artemisia comes out, we're going to get something called Dimensions End. On JP, it was called Farthest Ends of the Dimension. I kind of like that name. Here they took out Farthest and of, just Dimensions End. Sure. Why do I prefer JP names over global? I don't know. Did you guys realize that? Anywho. And I'm sure some of you guys are noticing right now is the EX token right here. So let me show you guys. Again, I want to start preparing you guys. I will make a video about this in regards to advice. At least I'm planning on it. I'm planning on it. Let me show you. This is it right here. As you can see, the icons, the pictures are the same. So it's safe to say that this will be exactly like JP's Farthest Ends of the Dimensions. So Dimensions End, if you guys aren't familiar with what this is, it's essentially Heretic-like quest that you have to perfect in order to progress further in this ladder, so to say. So, for example, this stage, you take it on, you perfect it, you get to move on. You take it on, you perfect it, you get to move on. You can reset these to use that team composition on another stage, but in order to progress further, you have to make sure all the stages beforehand are perfected. So there's two difficulties. Left is normal, don't want the EX token on it, and right is chaos. Upon doing chaos, we will get nuggets. We're supposed to get nuggets. I don't know if the amount will be the same, but upon perfecting a Dimensions End, I'm trying to avoid FEODs. Dimensions End, we're supposed to get 40 red nuggets, which is 2 ingots. Again, perfecting. You can clear it and still get 20 red nuggets for 1 ingot. But again, if you perfect it, we're supposed to get 40 red nuggets. So we will see how many they give us, if they'll keep it the same or not. But the left one is the EX tokens. Now, the way that's going to work is you have to perfect all of these to get all these EX tokens. Once you get them, you will use them on your next free EX weapon. But again, guys, I am going to talk about that in another video. Just something for you guys to keep in mind. Get your team compositions together. Again, this is normal. This isn't like chaos level difficulty, so this should be a little bit easier to do. Newer players, I could potentially see you guys having a little bit more trouble with this because, again, you're going to need quite the roster. You're going to need 15 units in order to perfect everything. I mean, unless you guys can duo or solo, which I don't know if you can actually do. Can you? Unless it's really power crept. Let me know. Let me know down below in the comments. But you will need like 15 units at most to perfect all of these. So good luck, guys. Good luck. Start strategizing what you guys are going to do, and let me know. All right, now again, let me know your guys' thoughts. I'll probably include some JP talk about characters, my thoughts on burst and LD weapons so far over on JP. If you guys are JP players, if you guys are global players, I mean, if you guys want to end the video now, hey, awesome. Thank you guys for sticking around. My JP players or any global players that are curious about these burst weapons and LDs, my actual thoughts now that I was able to pull Squall's burst and LD weapon. I was able to get Emma Lion, one of the newest Crystal Chronicles characters that just got released on JP like sometime this week or last week, and she's pretty nice. She's pretty good. She's some kind of like robot-esque looking thing. But anywho, my thoughts. I don't know yet. I don't know yet because the way I see it right now, just letting you guys know right now, my JP account is 100% free to play. I know a lot of people have been throwing the words out there. It's pay to win. There's a paywall. There's no paywall in this game, guys. There really is not a paywall in this game. If anything, I consider it an accelerant. You essentially purchase gems to accelerate your growth. There's no paywall. JP, 100% free to play. I've been able to do pretty much every single content to date, except for the start of the Chaos era, because back then I had no idea what the hell I was doing. That being said, I really don't have a definitive answer yet on burst weapons, but we essentially can get them for free over the course of time, though, so keep that in mind. So the way it's going to work, burst weapons, again, if you're not familiar with them, if you guys have not been paying to the JP side of the game, burst weapons, essentially it's a summon for certain characters. They're supposed to be for like main protagonists and antagonists of the games. You summon phase, they go nuts, crazy, they do awesome, amazing, beautiful damage, they get a really cool ability. LDs is just another weapon that gives said character more abilities to use during fight. If anything, guys, going forward, my thoughts are that you guys should try to go for the LDs. Like for Squall, if you guys got his LD, awesome. It's great. If you guys have the burst weapon, hey, more power to you, more damage. That's great. Makes them last longer in fights, which he really needed. Now for character LDs, they just extra abilities to use in combat, which especially during the challenge stages when you can only bring super synergy characters, you're gonna need them, especially because you can't bring a friend support. So it's kind of like chaos, but with synergy. It's like synergy chaos that you can only bring to beat it, so to say. Now, again, so for the next burst, now, word in the community is that it's supposed to be Vaughn. He's supposed to come out sometime the following day after I make this video, and we will see what it does. We will see what it does. I will be pulling for it, so if I'm up early in time before work, if I'm not running late, I'll record it. But if not, pay attention to my Twitter, Discord, YouTube. I will announce if what I got from it, but I'm gonna do my best to record it, to get up early and record it. Now, my advice going forward with burst weapons and LDs is when said character gets their burst and or LDs, try to get at least their LD weapons, because that character is going to be synergy for the rest of the month. So for example, they just got their LDs, and let's say we got a new character event coming out. The character whose burst was is featured for that month, they're going to be synergy there. If there's a lost chapter sometime after that burst came out, that character is going to be synergy there, at least until their burst, their at least until their featured burst weapon is over and the next burst weapon comes out. So far that's how it seems like it's going to work. And I say this also because if there's a character you're going to chase for during that month, there's a possibility you could pick up said burst weapon on that banner. That being said, if you do pick up that said burst weapon on a different banner, you can sell it for 5 burst tokens. Burst tokens, you collect 50, you trade those in for a free burst weapon. So it's still possible. It's a lower chance, but it's still possible to get burst weapons for free. Again, it's still possible. I don't see how that is essentially a paywall. So again, that's just my 2 cents on it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about burst and LD weapons. All right, that is it for this video, friends. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I'm trying something new. Just my thoughts in between my overview videos about the current events or upcoming events, and just my 2 cents on it, because I know a lot of people still ask questions about said characters. If you guys have any questions for the next video, let me know down below in the comments. If it's a very common thing, I'll try to talk about it. And essentially, let me know your thoughts on the video. Because again, guys, if you guys aren't liking this, why continue, right? I try to make my content based on what the consumer, the viewer likes to see. So if you guys are taking this very positively and positive feedback, okay, hey, I'll make an effort to make more. If you guys are hating it, you guys don't give a damn, why continue, right? So, all right, friends. So again, let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments about the global coming up Ultimate Leviathan, about the global Dimensions end, about the burst and LD weapons, and if you guys are going to chase after the next burst weapon. All right, friends. So until next time, good luck and have a good one.